Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Aaron Gordon here, and we're back here with the Aaron Gordon podcast. I have my special guest, NitaB, here. How's everything going?
Hey, what's up? Everything's going good. I'm blessed by God. I'm still alive. I'm just graceful and gracious.
So, I mean, obviously, everyone knows you are up and coming artist in Indianapolis. So, we're just gonna get right into it. What got you into music? I mean, obviously, we've known each other since the Fox Hill days, but what got you going into music? At a young age? 'Cause I know that you were involved, younger, just in terms of just the flow of it.
Yeah. I think I got involved because it was just around me. Music is the Black culture. We are music. Like, music makes the world go around. It helps my emotions and it brings out the best in me. So I found out I love doing music, and I just keeps me motivated, keeps me moving.
So obviously, as time goes on, we have a lot of up and coming artists coming out of Indianapolis. What's been the most exciting part of just, going through the process of, getting your name out there, getting your songs out there, collaborating with people and just doing work like that?
The most exciting thing is the fans, finding out people that are listening to you, that are actually getting motivated by your music and actually getting inspired by you, and people who have been through stuff you've been through. Because a lot of people like me who've been through a lot and faced a lot at a young age, we don't understand. Sometimes we forget that we're not alone, and I feel like my music just brings everybody together. So that's the best part to me. And also just collabing with people, that just, it brings out the different type of artists and you working with somebody else.
So, obviously, I personally know you since, you've been in what, first or second grade. So, obviously,
Yeah.
how's it been, growing up, obviously around music, just becoming who you are, how's that been, as a gay female, just how's that been just growing up, just, interpreting how things are in terms of your music and your personal life and how things have been, just throughout, I want to say, the past 5-10 years?
Well, I say it's been pretty rough, because there's a lot of naysayers. It's a lot of people who don't believe in you, who don't think that you got what it takes or that you are living a true life. A lot of people questioned my sexuality because I wasn't open with it, because I felt like I didn't need to be. And through my music, people have, known to understand me. So it all connects. I feel like eventually people get the picture, and if they don't, they weren't meant to be in the picture. And the sooner we figure that out, the better we're off. We got a life to live.
So what do you think is your first song, or whether just, it could have even been just a beat. I would say what was your first moment that you became confident into, the music game and what you wanted to be? Whether it be a
I would
first song
say,
moment or whatever.
um, I would say my first confident moment, because I'm still like getting there. Like, it's still,
Yeah.
I still have times when I'm like, I'm not sure if I want to go make this song or if this is it. Like, but my first confident moment, I would say, was, right after my mom died. I just felt a new power. Like, I felt like she became a part of me. I became a little stronger. And once that happened, like, I felt like I could go through anything and, just face anything. So they gave me a new confidence with the music, definitely.
So obviously, most people around here are really tight knit in Indianapolis. It's really like a big town. So, what do you feel the music industry has been like in terms of around Indianapolis, just around the area? What has the music industry been like for you? And, how have you just taken this entire process?
In Indianapolis, the music is,
You can
I
be honest.
say, it's more conservative. It's
Yeah.
more conservative. We got people here who rap like they're from LA, people who rap like they're from Miami,
Yeah.
Atlanta. We take a lot from people who come here, because I mean, it's a tourist city, kind of like, it's people
Yeah.
in and out. The music is versatile. I like it. I like this. I like the rap scene. I think it's gonna grow. I hope it grows in a professional way. I feel like a lot of it hasn't been as professional as we can be as other cities. And, you know, it just takes people minds getting focused on what's right, you know.
For sure, for sure. So would you ever move? I know, you know, you talked about all those other cities, LA, Atlanta, New York, you know, wherever the case is, you know, would you ever move in terms of your music career?
Definitely. I'm definitely looking forward to moving and actually traveling around. When people say move, it doesn't actually mean like moving away forever.
Yeah.
I'm into moving around. Definitely. I don't want to stay in one spot. I feel like I was meant to grow, and you can't grow in one spot.
Yeah. So what cities would you consider moving to?
I've been looking at Texas, LA, Miami, Vegas, New York, big cities, you know, where I can meet people. I like to talk.
No, I definitely understand that. You know, have you ever, you know, thought about becoming like a music producer, or have you ever thought about that in, you know, the later years? Or are you just like, you know,
Yeah,
just
definitely.
for sure? What would draw you to that?
I guess being in music and sound production, and also I feel like a boss sometimes. I be telling people that like I'm a boss. Like I could be a record label owner. Like I could do a lot with this music. I know talent. I hear the talent. I got an ear for music. Like I be telling people, they be amazed. Like I make songs in 2-3 minutes. Like then people be like, wow, like it takes me forever to write. Like some people tell me this, but like I feel like I can do it all with the music. As far as the music, yeah, I can do anything. Anything I put my mind to.
So, you know, most people that know you have your certain style. I mean, you're definitely the type of person that's going to, you know, wear the darker colors, wear the skinny jeans. What got you into that? You normally are always wearing a hat. What got you into that? You know, I'm starting my lock journey too. What got you, you know, to get to your style?
I was influenced by Lil Wayne, you know, one of the GOATs, one of the best artists ever. Like the most, I want to say he's the most, he lasted long in the game. He lasted, right, yeah.
So, you know, talking about
Wayne,
that, you know.
Yeah, he definitely.
No, what were you going to say?
He definitely started the skinny jean, dreadlocks, you know, swag, all that. A lot of people don't like to miss recognition, but that was Wayne. Like he started wearing the different colors. Everybody thought it weird, but I see everybody doing it now. Bedazzled out, you know.
So speaking about that, who are some people that you know you got a lot of your influence from? I know you just mentioned Lil Wayne. You know, who are some of the other people, whether it just be, you know, local people in your life, you know, people who are close to you, people who are famous that you may not know, but who has been influential in your life overall?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. My first influences was people I didn't want to be like, and I ain't gonna say no names, you know, because that's out of respect for me and them. A lot of people who I didn't want to be like. Growing up, I seen a lot of things that I knew I would never do as an adult or never participate in, and I was around those things as a child, so I learned kind of early. And the people that I did want to be like, and I seen motivated me, was like some of my teachers, people who just grabbed me by the arm and really took the time to talk to me, friends who asked me if I was okay one day, you know. Music for real, like that was really the big push, like, because once you pop them headphones on in middle school, high school, you know, the day just gonna get better. When you walking through the hallway, you gotta have that music. You got to. I didn't go to school without my headphones.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. So how'd you get the name NitaB? I thought it was really unique. You know, I really liked it when I first saw you, you know, you changed your, I'm not sure if it was your Instagram or Facebook name first to NitaB instead of Nita. You know, how did that process go?
I changed my name. Because my mom, everybody called her Nita. And people start calling me that. So I'm trying to take on her nickname at the same time. And her name was Anita and mine is Danita. So I feel like she already a piece of me. So it was kind of that, and then Cardi B, and then my last name is Bradshaw. So it's just my initials, and people think I'm trying to be Cardi, but no, it's Nita B. That's it. Or Danita B, but I like Nita B.
So when your mother passed, what kind of effect did it have on you, you know, short term, and then, you know, what kind of effect does it have on you now in terms of the long term, you know, the long term analysis of it?
Short term was just accepting that she was gone and she was never coming back. Like, I think everybody deals with that, like, as far as somebody passing away. Long term, I got a little sister who don't have a mother. So I have to step up and do that. Like, I have to take that on. That's one of my responsibilities. That's what I'm supposed to do, you know? So that's what I'm focused on right now, is getting her set up for life so she can be okay.
So was there a real struggle for you, you know, after that happened? You know, did you feel like it was pushing you away from music, or did it bring you closer into music?
It brought me closer. It definitely brought me closer to music, but it was a struggle at first because I didn't want to be alone. I didn't want to be in my head. I didn't want to be my thoughts, and to not be in my thoughts, I can't write music. I can't make music.
What do you think is the easiest part, and what do you think is the hardest part about making music in general?
The easiest part is just listening to a beat, coming up with a melody. That's just so easy to me. Like, any beat I hear, I can come up with a melody how I want to flow. That's how I usually start my songs. And usually the hardest part about making a song is collabing with somebody sometimes, because you got to make sure y'all on the same page. Most of the times, most of my singles are like one and done, like we in and out. Like, I done made songs so quick and made producers like, wow, like this was fast. Like, that's just how I run. But like, songs are usually easy for me, but sometimes I have a hard time collabing with people.
What's the most difficult part about collabing with people? Do you think it's just Indianapolis, or you just think it's just how the music game goes, or is it just, you know, just bad luck?
That's how the game go.
So what do you think makes that particularly tough? Is it, you know, two people that are just wanting something different out of it, or is it just
sometimes?
Oh, go.
Sometimes it can be sometimes it can be the other person's ego.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I ain't saying that's the case. But most of the time, it's that people ain't ready. They ain't got their stuff. I'm always ready. You know, and I ain't saying that about nobody in particular. But 9 times out of 10, if you go in the studio and make a song with somebody, you want them to have the same motivation as you want. You want them to be ready. You feel me? To really go in there and make the song. It's just like getting on the court with somebody. Mm-hmm. You know your teammates. You want them to be just as ready. Just like you've been practicing all week, you want to make sure they practice up too, because it's got to make sense.
So do you think ego?
And I don't think it's.
Oh no, keep going.
I don't think it's the city in particular, because it's a lot of young people out here. I don't think the city affects nobody. I feel like people make their own minds how they want to be.
It's interesting that you say that, because, you know, I talk to a lot of artists, especially on here, and a lot of them have a lot of different opinions about Indianapolis in terms of the music game. And you seem to be a person that's like, you know, Indianapolis is just fine. It's normally just the situation that, you know, you're in individually.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Environment. You know, it's kind of interesting that you take that stance. Why do you take that stance? Because I know a lot of people feel as if, you know, Indianapolis has its negatives in terms of, you know, music in general.
It's too big to have a lot of negatives. It's a lot of good artists out. It's just you gotta have a way to reach them. Like, that's it. Because I be telling people, like, I know a lot of artists. I tell them, it's probably not the music you making, but it's just it's the right person got to hear you. The right person. People, because it's about the people you know. It's about who you know, for real. It's really about who you know. This city is so big. So many people moved here from Chicago, LA. Like, I know so many people who moved here who wasn't from here. So I feel like the city is widespread now. I feel like it's bigger than it was. A lot of people don't realize that, though.
So, I mean, obviously, you know, just recently, you know, you've talked about the importance of 60th Street. And obviously, you know, from me being, you know, closer from there, I mean, it resonates to a lot of people, especially, you know, why has that area in general, you know, resonated with you, and what type of influences has it had on your entire life?
Shit, we went through a lot over there. Like, for real. Man, whoa. I lost a lot of people from over there. Mm-hmm. No cap. Like, I made a lot of friends, a lot of enemies over there. 60th Street it's like the home run.
Yeah.
It's like the home run over there, like, for real. It's It's a nice area. I grew up over there. You know, I was adopted at 2, and my grandma, she bought a house over there, and that's where I resided. And that's where I learned a lot too.
Yeah, a lot of people, when they think of anything above, 50th, or, a lot of people think, oh, you're in the nice area, you're in the suburbs, So, what was that experience like, just growing up from, first, second grade, all the way up till, you were grown?
Ooh, a lot of confusion, especially a lot of confusion, especially being adopted. Because like as a kid, a lot of people don't want to tell you what's going on. And then you like, what is going on? Like for a long time. And then they never know when it's the right time to tell you what's going on. Yeah. So a lot of confusion for me because I wasn't really into making friends. Like as far as going to school and stuff, like I was more about, if I see somebody I'm cool with, what's up? We can hang out, we can chill, whatever outside of school. But I wasn't like one of the people who needed that. I was a more conservative person. Like I was trying to figure out who I was. Like I knew at a young age, like, Nita, you gotta do something with your life. You have to look at everybody around you. Like they're not doing anything. Like you have to. I was in go mode. I had a game plan from a young age.
So do you think you being conservative, that's helped you grow throughout your music and grow throughout your life?
Yeah, because a lot of people let energies affect them, affect who they are. I know a lot of people who had a couple bad people around them, and it spoiled the whole, it take one person to ruin everything. One person can take down a whole mob. That's why I stay conservative.
You can look at a lot of different people, and if you look at one or two certain instances, that one or two, that maybe just even when just one person, one instance can change everything. So why do you think that is in terms of just our society today? Because I feel like even 10, 15 years ago, that one negative person, would be alienated. Why do you think now it's kind of just like, these negative people are kind of just like filing in now? You think it's the presence of social media?
Yes, and misery loves company. My grandma used to always tell me that. It's like people love this. Some miserable people love to see other people miserable. Like they can't live without seeing another motherfucker hurting and down bad. And that is a lot of the population in Indianapolis. I don't know why. Because it's probably because it ain't nothing to do here. It's stuff to do here, but it's not a lot of things. It's not enough. It's not enough of things to do here if you just want to go out and have a good time, or you want to, it's just not enough.
So do you think, that is something that is more of a internal problem within Indianapolis, or do you think that that's just how Indianapolis is and it can't change? Do you think it's a fixable problem or not?
Yeah, I feel like it's a worldwide problem.
Mm-hmm. What do you think that has done?
Yeah, I do.
With just all the communities around, the United States? How has that affected us?
It's made us stronger. It's made us lean on each other, and it's also made a lot of us feel like we at war with each other. Mm-hmm.
So obviously, Drayshawn Reed was, he was actually murdered by the police, actually, right near 60th Street. What do you think? What did that do? Because I remember when I heard about it, I was in college, and I had came back for some odd reason, just one reason or another, and I had kind of like drove through, and I was like, what is going on? Like, what like,
right.
What effect?
That's never happened. That's never happened over there.
Yeah,
I understand.
Like, what effect did that have on you? Like, and
I was shocked because I think it had a big effect on a lot of. It gave us another chance to look at what the police is really doing. Mm-hmm. And how they are treating us when they pull us over, or when they stop us, or how they handle certain situations. It made us take a look at that.
Yeah.
And nobody's here that's bad or good, because I don't feel like it should be happening in the first place. But I was actually over on 60th close when I heard about it. I was stunned. because I had seen this guy. I don't know him, but I had seen him. Rest in peace to him. You know, blessings to his family. I seen him a couple times on my Facebook, and like his face just popped up. I'm remembering, like, man, I seen this dude before, and I don't know why. Probably because, you know, his life was gonna be soon to be taken, or I don't know. Sometimes I get those things that happen to me, you know, and I don't know why they happen, but I was really shocked. A lot of people were hurt. You know, a lot of people were hurt because we wanted answers. Why was these measures taken? That's all we really wanted.
So, I mean, obviously, you know, when you got out of high school, you know, what was that journey like? Because you weren't with any friends that you know, used to be with on an everyday basis. How do you think that helped your, you know, your music journey grow? Because obviously, when you get out of high school, you're not around people, so your influences are low. You know, you start to become your own person. What was it like for you, and what did you start to begin to learn about yourself?
Well, I was in the military after I left high school, North Central. So, man, I met a bunch of people. I met a bunch of people with different stories, different ages, you know, and that opened my mind because a lot of people had different struggles they were going through. And being in boot camp, I guess, brings out the struggles in you and emotions and everything. So I got to talk to people. I got to understand people. I got to sit on the other side of the world, you know, and see what life was. And after I got out of the military, I went back, was working, focused, figuring out what my next step was. I knew I wanted to do music anyway, but being in the military, I couldn't do my music as much as I wanted to and get into it as full time. So I was really trying to figure out what I wanted to do full time, basically, when I got out of high school. Just figuring out what I wanted to do.
When did you decide that you want to do the military?
It took a long time because actually when I started talking to recruiters, my recruiter, I still didn't know if I wanted to join. It was just getting info about it and figuring out what it was because I didn't have any family who was prior service and I didn't really know what the military insisted of. So I got more insight on it and I went to drill and stuff every weekend and I started seeing what it was like. It was making me a better person. And that was about, I think I joined like senior year, first semester, because I went to drill for 8 months before I went to boot camp. Usually you get shipped off after you sign up. It's because I didn't graduate yet. So I was in drill for 8 months.
Yeah.
So I was really focused on it.
So what was that process like? I mean, did you feel like you were getting in better shape? You were, you know, more disciplined? You know, what was that entire process like? Because I know you guys had to be up early.
Yes, we had to be up early. I love the discipline. It makes you know that somebody's paying attention to you. Somebody wants better out of you. Like, you got to understand. I'll be telling people, you got to understand when somebody's downing you and when somebody's uplifting you. And I feel like a lot of the drill sergeants and my cadres and a lot of the recruiters and sergeants and everybody around me, they were uplifting us. You know, they were helping us become better. Definitely. I like the discipline and yeah, working out, eating good.
So what type of foods did they have y'all eating?
Foods with no salt and pepper.
You ain't got to say no more than that. I already know it was tough then. No salt, no pepper, no seasoning, no candy.
You know what kind of food it is? You already know. You already know.
Was it harder?
Like, yeah, we got ice cream, but it's not made out of milk.
Yeah, was it harder than what you expected?
Yeah, well, definitely. Especially when that first day of boot camp, that first day when you get to reception, it's definitely an eye opener. I was up all night.
Were you pretty nervous?
Scared. Everybody yelling. It's late. I'm like, I just got off of 2 planes, man. This is my first time on a plane. I'm tired. I got on 2 planes my first time. I was scared, nervous, tired, everything, all above.
Where did you go?
I went to South Carolina.
Okay. So was that pretty tough? Were you outside very much?
Yes. They made sure we were outside. They made sure I got black.
Dang. So that, I know that process had to be tough. What was it like being a female in there?
Being smarter, being smart, really just making things happen. A lot of dudes were kind of like, they not as mature as us. Like, I feel like girls were more serious in there, so I had to, because actually when I went to reception, they made me a platoon, the platoon leader. The drill sergeant, he was like, "You're platoon leader. Are you prior service?" I'm like, "Nope, I just did drill for 8 months. That's why I know what I'm doing." He's like, "Yep, you're platoon leader." But yeah, they voted me off, man. I know they probably watching my log too. They voted me off because I was too serious, man. I was too serious. Like, and we was just at reception. They wasn't ready for boot camp.
Dang. I know that's tough. Do you think that,
Yeah, a lot of people.
do you think a lot of people should do that? Should try to do boot camp and stuff? Do you think it make a huge
Especially
difference?
Yes, that discipline, and it makes you move with a purpose. Like, they told me when I got out of boot camp, I wasn't gonna. Citizens were gonna make me like irritable because like people generally don't move with a purpose. So like when I'm at the supermarket, I'm like crossing people and
Yeah.
trying to get through. Like, I move with a purpose. People always like, "Why you walk so fast?" I'm like, I be telling people I'm built for this lifestyle of being famous. Like, I don't know. It's like already pumped in me. Me and my dude Eron, Eron Ellis.
Yep.
His name is his rap name is Ace, but we got a song coming out too soon. So video too. I just wanted to say that. But
Yeah, I
we
need
be
to hit him
talking
up.
like,
I haven't
man,
talked to him since high school.
yeah, we still close. We still good friends,
Mm-hmm. So
But
what is that? What's that relationship been like since you have been out of high school? I know that you guys are making songs together. What has that process been like from since you were at North Central to now?
Me and Eron, we've been real close. We've been there for each other. Been able to give each other advice and tips in life, and see each other make mistakes and learn from each other's mistakes, and grow.
So what do you think is the biggest mistake, or one of the biggest mistakes that most people make when they want to get into the music game, especially when they're younger with their 18, 19, 20 years old? What mistake do most people normally make when they're first getting into it?
Talking about stuff that they not living.
Really?
That's one of the biggest mistakes. Talking about things that they're not doing, because somebody's gonna check you. Somebody's gonna try you. That's just how it is nowadays. People do everything for likes, for videos, and somebody's gonna run up on you with a camera and try you.
So you think the authenticity of music now has changed a lot?
Yes, I feel like a lot of people just go and make songs. It's not really realistic. A lot of music is not realistic. It's not timeless. And that's one thing I don't agree with. And I'm like, I kind of sway away from it. I'm one of them people who like timeless music, realistic music that I can feel, like music that makes me think. And the other music is good. I like turn up music too, but I don't feel like it should be put in front of the timeless music, the real artists.
So do you think you would ever become like a real, rapper? Or do you like, what genre do you consider yourself? R&B, hip hop?
I hate that word rapper, because rapper, I feel like a rapper is like something that you like trying to be like. That's somebody who's, now I'm not, nothing against you, but like, I'm an artist.
Mm-hmm, an
artist.
artist.
This is like an art. But some people who are rappers, they treat it like a side job, or
yeah.
I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to really put it, but like,
I definitely understand. You kind of have to have
I
that.
definitely think I could full time.
Yeah, you kind of have to have that sort of mindset of trying to influence someone versus just kind of just rap to a beat, because there's different types. Even there's freestyles where, you're artistically, explaining what you're trying to say to someone else versus just kind of rhyming and just going with the beat. Have you ever tried
poetry?
Yeah, I remember we did poetry. What was it? Was that 5th grade or was that 6th grade?
Man, I got a bunch of poetry.
Because I remember
I love poetry.
We did that at Fox Hill one year, and it was actually pretty cool.
We did it. We did it at West Lane too.
Yeah, with Miss Simpson. Yep,
remember she got everybody on that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool too. Miss Simpson, she's definitely one of the best.
Yeah, that was dope.
I've ever had. You know, me and Alexa still talk about her to this day because you know she actually came to my 21st birthday party. You know, she's been absolutely amazing.
Wow.
Do you think that she's played a part into your music today?
Definitely. She was the first person who put a thesaurus in front of my face in the dictionary during lunch. I used to go to her class during lunch and eat in there because I was kind of antisocial. So me, Gary, and Michaela Gray would go in there sometimes, and Maddie, we would go in there and eat sometimes. And she started doing that when it was just me and her one-on-one. Like, she was teaching me stuff. Like, she was showing me that I could take poetry to another level if I expand my diction, my vocabulary. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So obviously West Lane was definitely my favorite place in the world. I mean, I think a lot of people who went there when we went there would all say that. You know, what has, and I'm trying to word this the correct way. Forget it. I'm gonna just word it this way. What has been the most memorable part about West Lane, now that has been, influential in your life to this day?
Miss Simpson.
Oh, so Miss Simpson.
Her and Miss. Yeah, Miss Simpson. Her and Mrs. Is it Miss S?
Yes, Miss S.
She was by Mr. Grayer's class, his study hall class. Yeah, Miss S. They definitely helped me out a lot. Like, they grabbed my hand when I needed it and talked to me and really tried to see what was up, and just didn't write me up and send me to the office, And shout out to the teachers that do that, because a lot of kids just don't need to be disciplined every time. Sometimes it could be something going on. They just need somebody to talk to. And I respect that. Big ups to them, for real.
For sure. What's so crazy is, I'm thinking about whether it be this summer or this spring, I'm trying to get artists together, and I'm trying to go to was it the Hoosier, is it the Hoosier Dome thing? Have you been there? Yeah, I'm trying to get some artists together and trying to put on something for just Indianapolis.
A little concert?
Yeah, just like a little concert. Obviously, it'd have to be social.
I'm down, bro.
Yeah, I would definitely want to, especially have it online and just try to get a lot of people who, are just from the city that I know of that, are just, I'm telling, we have so many great artists, and I think that it's really important for us to continue to just grow our brand as a city, because we have so many.
Right, because a lot of people feel like they need the outsiders in the whole world to do it, but I feel like if we just come together, a lot of people can see what we're doing as a community. I feel like a lot of people don't mess with Indianapolis because we don't mess with Indianapolis.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. But overall, last question of the podcast. How long do you think you'll grow your dreads out?
They're going to be long, man. They're going to be long as a giraffe legs.
You ain't never cut them?
Never cutting them, bro. I'm never cutting them.
For sure. You see, I'm working with a little something now. I mean, I know you ain't never seen me with these.
Bro, you got that 2K cut. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I got the 2K cut. Everyone says that.
And I can't wait to see you on there, man. I can't wait to play with you on there, man.
It's crazy because, when I got one teammate, he just cut his hair last year, but I have another teammate. It's kind of weird because his hair is dreaded up, but in NCAA, they make you have to wear that headband, and if the headband comes off, you have to come off the game. So I was like, oh my gosh, if I got myself like that next year, I'm like, oh man, I don't know.
Head, you finna LeBron it.
Yeah, no, it's a hair, not headband, a hair tie.
Oh, you gotta have it tied up. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
got some rules.
Yeah, so we can't even have it rocking out like that.
So y'all got people coming to your games sitting?
A couple.
Y'all got people now coming? Okay.
Yeah, it's getting there. We probably got about 300-400 people in there now. Obviously it can't get into the thousands because of COVID, but we have
right the capacity.
Yeah, but the best part about it is, all basketball is, it's on ESPN now. So, we play on TV all the time, which has been the best part now because, before when there was more stuff on other than the sports, it was easy. Yeah.
Man, we got to do this again, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for having me, for real.
Yeah, for sure. We have to. But thank you for joining in. Obviously, everyone, this is NitaB here. Thank you for your time. Obviously, we want to have you on pretty soon.